Standing 6'2", number 31, Jason Terry. At the power forward position, at 6'9", number 5, Josh Smith. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 1, Trevor Ariza. The big man, standing 6'11", number 12, Dwight Howard. And starting at guard, number 13, James Harden. Kevin McHale is the head coach for your home team.
We're live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. In the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. So the Rockets win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position.
DeAndre Jordan has always had a knack for the incredible, and it usually manifests itself in his dunks and blocks. Well, last year he committed himself more on the defensive end, and it really made a difference for him.
Harden outside. And that one goes long.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that mess.
Paul with the ball, guarded now by Jason Terry. Redick for 3, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Redick's got his second bucket of the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
It's Terry outside. That's good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Now here's Redick. He has 5. Paul kicks to Redick. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
He said their scouting report is really all about how to handle Dwight Howard. Obviously a tremendously impactful player at both ends of the court. Coach said, offensively, we always need to know where he is. Defensively, it's always about doing your work early, trying to hold your ground and deny him prime position inside. Sounds like a good plan, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Clippers got a lot of road wins last year. Really, it was due to how explosive they could be coming out of the half.
Griffin kicks to Redick. Paul outside. Pass to Griffin. Pocket 6. They need this, and it's good on the way in. Well, the Clippers, as you say, Clark, ended up with 23 road wins last year, in part because they played so well after the All-Star break.
Well, they'll make adjustments, and when you can explode for points like the Clippers can, you're never out of a game. And I like their blend of youth and veteran experience.
Seems like a nice balance. You're right. That's a good point.
They do have a good healthy balance between those two.
Clippers trail by 3. The drive by Paul.
You know, it's interesting. Chris Paul possessing great quickness, and yet his natural inclination is not to push the pace. He tends to prefer to operate in the half court, running the pick and roll.
You talk about Paul's preference to play in the half court. Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan-Clark tend to flourish in the open floor.
And to me, Kevin, it's really about finding that balance, the right balance. But a good sign for the Clippers has been Blake's development as a half-court offensive weapon. He's shooting it better facing the basket. He's shooting it better with his back to the basket. And he's making his free throws at a higher rate. So that lends itself to being a little more effective in the half court.
Good observation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Turkoglu comes in for Matt Barnes. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Chris Paul with the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the league last season and led the league in steals per game as well for the 6th time in his career. You talk about the impact he has on a game. I mean, those numbers don't lie. Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Harden dishes to Ariza. And it's off from three-point range. The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Chris Paul's strength so underrated. When you talk about his ability, Clark, to protect the ball offensively and create steals at the other end, that plays a big role, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, strength is so valuable, no matter what position you play. And being a smaller point guard, his strength and quickness allow him to always be on balance. You rarely see Chris Paul out of control or off balance. And that's part of his brilliance and greatness. He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
There's the feed to Crawford. Kicks it to Davis. Down low. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Davis. Paul's got 5.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
Might as well remove all doubt, right?
How sweet was that? Honey sweet Paul with great form.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
I was impressed with their transition game, guys. They really got out and ran the lanes.
Yeah, they did. I mean, no better way to get easy buckets than through fast breaks.
And now,
Get it! Watch out now. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. And some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Well, the Rockets were so deadly, Steve, in this building, and a lot of that was because of how fast they would get things going.
Yeah, they would often blitz opponents out of the gate and just manage the lead after the first quarter.
Now, here's Redick. He's got 5.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Ariza, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And it's 9 points for Trevor Ariza.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
You know, as you were saying, the Rockets were great here. Their fast starts here at the Toyota Center helped them win 33 games at home last season. That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, the Clippers' backcourt of Chris Paul and J.J. Redick, a great combo. But the two were bitter rivals playing in the ACC, even exchanging blows back in 2004. Redick said, "I knew he didn't like me, and I didn't like him either." Paul said it was their competitive natures that led them to clash. But guys, as teammates, they become good friends.
Yeah, sometimes the players you hate to face make the best teammates. Thanks, Doris.
Well, for the Rockets, they're just so tough to beat at home because they're explosive offensively, and they've got a great crowd. So once they get the lead in their home building, they are tough to catch.
Here's Rivers. The Rockets making the shot. Over in the corner, Barnes. Now here's Reddick, guarded by Harden. Now here's Reddick. He's got 5. Passes it to Barnes. From deep three-point range. Here's Jordan. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now, here is Harden. Misses in close.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
There's the screen. Rivers kicks to Reddick. Misses the 3.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Howard with the stuff.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Ball against Terry. Crawford, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Now, here is Harden. Feeds to Howard. For the 3. And another 3 for Houston.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Griffin's shot is good.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Harden with it. Turkoglu picks him up. Harden the pass to Ariza. Terry outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
Got it off in time, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. It's a tie game here in Houston. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thank you. They know they've got their hands full, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Without question, Trevor Ariza displaying his skills today.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. Smith out there with Howard. And it's Terry in at the point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, you know, not everybody was happy with Dwight Howard signing in Houston. The Rockets starting center, Amir Ashiq, was not shy about expressing his displeasure. And, you know, I think that hung over the team for a while. And it wasn't until late in the season that was kind of put to rest.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, Patrick Beverly could make the case for being the league's most disruptive defender at point guard. He said, quote, "I know some people might not like my defense, but I don't really care. I'm physical, I'm tough, and I'm setting the tone. I don't look at the numbers, I just go out there and I guard everyone exactly the same." And that's aggressively, Kevin, exactly what they're looking for.
He gets after it. Nothing easy. Thanks, Doris. And early on last season, the Rockets tried starting Dwight Howard and Ashik together, but it didn't last.
Well, it worked defensively, Kevin, but on offense, there just wasn't enough floor spacing. So from that point on, Kevin McHale would only use that combination against certain matchups, but for the most part, he went with a smaller foreman. J.J. Redick, acquired by the Clippers going into last season. A great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season. That's a shot he's got to hit. I mean, you don't get too many better looks from that range.
The runner, and no good, trying to use the glass. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And the jam by Harden.
That is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
And Redick, were not for the injuries, is on pace, Clark, for the best season of his 8-year NBA career.
Kevin would have been a career high in points per game. Great efficiency for Redick as well. He flourished playing alongside former ACC rival CP3, Chris Paul.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
And the Clippers call time here.
Rockets fan. There we go, fans. Keep it going for your Rockets power dancer.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And he lobs it up, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You could see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Now here's Barnes. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Jordan dishes to Barnes. There's the pass to Paul. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Redick for 3. Here's Griffin. Ariza with the rebound.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
From deep, Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Well, you know, every time these two teams face off, it is Battle Los Angeles. For so long, the Lakers have really owned the city. But the Clippers looking to make up for lost time right now.
56 seconds left to play here in the third. Terry kicks to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Terry the pass to Harden. Here's Ariza. Offensive rebound. Howard dishes to Harden. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. They get it again. Ariza kicks to Terry. Bangs home the trifecta. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked bad.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Here's Redick. Can't hit from 12.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. The wide open look here for Terry. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we've reached the end of the third. And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's one of 7 terrific assists on the night from Chris Paul.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
Rockets leading by 8. Taking a look at Los Angeles. CP3 and Jamal Crawford make the back. Pito Turkoglu out there with Griffin. And it's Davis in at the 5. Now here's Terry. Harden crashes in for a double-digit lead. Harden's got 15 points here in the second half.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Paul against Terry. Davis the pass to Paul. There's the triple. And Turkoglu with the basket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Pass to Ariza. Back to Harden. Six to shoot. Back to Ariza. Takes the 3. The shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. The dish to Crawford. From the baseline. Davis kicks to Turkoglu. And he converts the layup. Turkoglu's got 5 points now this quarter. Houston leading by 5. It's Harden with the drive. And that one's good.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
And the Clippers call time here.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jordan, he's checked in for Davis. Barnes comes in for Turkoglu. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
So it's the Rockets now after the basket by Los Angeles. Harden can't hit. Clippers trail by 3. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Now here's Barnes. Buries it down low. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches, and I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this game.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Griffin. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Blake Griffin.
Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
Here's Harden. And a foul thrown on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
What a performance from Harden. He has 23 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Terry against Paul. Redick is in the corner. All sorts of time. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Paul kicks to Griffin. Shot left block. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And it's Smith missing.
That's a shot you've got to take if you're looking for the three-pointer. I mean, the defense was nowhere around.
Connects! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That will put them up by 2. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball kicks to Redick. Jordan with the screen on Harden. 5 on the clock. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
That's a 2 from Smith. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And now, down to Doris Burke, who is courtside, standing by with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Well, congratulations on this win, James. And did you feel like the chemistry tonight with how the team continued to get you the ball made the difference in getting you into your rhythm?
Yeah, just stuck with it. You know, teammates kept encouraging me. I think we kept moving the ball and getting easy shots. They did a great job of looking for me.
It inspires great confidence when your teammates believe in you guys.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.